I'm back again. It is day 37 of 40, leading to my 40th. Welcome everyone. If this is your very first time, a warm welcome to you. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are the OG. Thank you so much for being here. To the new people, if you haven't subscribed, can I encourage you to go ahead and do so? I will be sharing lessons that are either from my own personal experiences and from other people's experiences as well in the days leading to my 40th birthday. If that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscription button if you haven't already, and also click on the notification bell. It tells you when I drop it. I tend to kind of drop it around 6 p.m. BST, so just to give you a little bit of a reminder, you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any day. I promise, it will get interesting. All right, so today is for lesson 4. And lesson 4 is honor or idolatry, knowing the difference. As a Christian, there must be a fine line between honoring people and idolizing them. God gives you the very first commandment in Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. It says, "You shall have no other gods before me." Now, most of us will read that and think, well, of course, I don't worship other gods. It's not like I have a statue in my bedroom or anything. I love God and all that. But the truth is, idolatry isn't always about golden statues or false deities. It can be far more subtle, and it happens when we exalt people, their opinions, their validation, even their presence above God's place in our hearts. I once knew someone who had a mentor that they deeply respected. And it turns out that this mentor's wisdom, kind of shaped many of their decisions. And they would often seek their advice, even before praying about things. But one day, something was revealed about this mentor of theirs that was quite damaging to their character. And it turned out to be true. And this person had to go away for a while, and this person that I knew afterwards kind of struggled to obey God. Their walk with God they kind of struggled after this. And one of the reasons why was because they had unknowingly placed this person in a position where only God should have occupied. And there's danger in that. Obviously, after some time passed, they were able to find their way back to God, but they did struggle. See, honor is biblical, right? And we're called to respect and learn from those that God places in our lives. But when honor then crosses into dependency, we risk making people an idol, even without realizing it. So how do we ensure that our honor doesn't turn into idolatry? Here are 3 things that you need to keep in mind. The first is God's voice comes first. Before seeking human counsel, you must first seek God. Are you placing someone's advice above the direction of the Holy Spirit? You need to check that, right? And number 2 is respect without worship. Honor means valuing wisdom, valuing the people. But idolatry happens when we believe someone is infallible or indispensable. No one should ever take that place in our lives. That place should be reserved for God. And finally, check your heart. Ask yourself, if this person were no longer available or accessible to me, would my faith remain strong, or would I feel lost? If the thought of losing their guidance shakes your foundation, shakes your faith foundation, then it's time to realign your heart and check if you're truly in faith, right? You see, God places people in our lives as vessels of wisdom, but they are not the source. God is, right? So let's commit to honoring people while keeping God as our ultimate authority. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that this blessed you. Learning it has blessed me. Again, let me encourage you to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you sooner rather than later tomorrow for lesson 5. Bye for now.